So, Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So here Saroji used the word so Tada Anandarika, so Dan Anandarika. So Anandarika here actually inseparable. But so very term maybe in the book or that the method or something in that book so Nanandarika or Nanandriya. At the time, so the meaning of the Nana, so you need to explore. So actually, the meaning of the Anandrika, Anandrika. So inseparable. Andrika means separable. Anandrika means inseparable. So okay, time is not actually important, but here the point what Sayadaw want to say is so firstly, Nanandrika or Anandrika. Okay, and so that is equal to the Thanu Bachara or the Karanu Bachara. Thanu Bachara or the Karanu Bachara. So naming Thana, when you say the location, at that time, the located thing also we can understand like the here, ghee and the pot, ghee pot. So actually saying ghee pot, so Kada Madikasa, Kada Manaya. So bring the pot of ghee for who needs, that pot. So actually not saying to the pot. So the important thing is just referring to the ghee located in that pot. So even though saying gata, that is a kind of the using that Nanandriya method. And also the other way to understand. So that pot is location, but ghee is located thing. But using the name of the location or container, so we can understand something located in that pot, in that location, or in that container. So such a one is called the Tanu Bajara. So a kind of metaphor using the name of the location. So to be named the things after it. So Tanu Bajara.
Hello, Sayadaw.
Mm.
And when we talk about the Thanu Bajara, it is also what we call the Adara and Adeya.
Okay, so Adara or Adia, leave it the other, various term, just focusing. Even though here I'm using the Tanu Bajara or Karanu Bajara is just, important statement to understand the Nanandarika method. So if we focus on that, such a, branch of information, so we cannot end our discussion. So that is here another example for that Tanu Bajara is Manja Gosanti. So literal sense or direct sense is, bed proclaiming or making sound. But actually, so who lives in the bed? Who lives in the bed? Persons or people in the bed are proclaiming. But here, Manja, direct sense is, bed, but actually it refers to the, a person in the bed. So that is Tanu Bajja. The same as the, Gada Manaya. And also the other way. So Karanu Bajja. So even though saying, the cause, but we can understand the, effect of that or result of that. So Jakuna Ruban Basati. So he sees the visible form with the eyes. But here, Jakku is a name of the, eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity. But actually, so knowing this is, visible object or something is the function of the eye consciousness. Eye consciousness. So Jakuna is really refers to the, eye consciousness. But Jakku is a name of the, eye sensitivity. Jakku basada. Even though we see there locates the visible object in front of our face, in front of us. But if we don't focus on it, so we cannot see. Because at that time, eye consciousness does not arise in us. So the function of eye consciousness is seeing the visible object. So that is why here Jakuna is actually referring to the eye consciousness, but the term Jakku is a name of the Jakku Basada. Okay, so related to that information, another method or another upachara is, Awina Bhava. Also, quite difficult to translate to be, different from the Nanandarika. Awina Bhava also actually inseparable, but slightly different. Or not slightly, oppositely different. So here Awina Bhava is like the Adabi Nibago Beku. So here the one Nibago. Nibago actually referring to a monk. So mindful monk or a pious monk or something. But mindful is the function of the mindfulness sati. But here referring to a person. So without sati, he cannot be mindful. So that is why sati is thana, but bhikkhu is thani. In this way, also we can understand. So, but in this, even though saying a monk, but the cause also we can understand, even though saying result. So the same way. So thani upachara. Konda Bhajarandi. Actually, Konda means, a kind of sword. So swords are wandering. Swords are wandering. Maybe. So a kind of sword. Okay. Actually, no swords cannot wander themselves. So actually, people or soldiers who are holding swords wandering. So that is why, even though saying the located thing, but we can understand the location. The location is the people who are holding those swords. So the same way other example or other methods, metaphorical usage is, palubachara, so orano bijati. So orana is actually rice, already cooked rice, not rice grained. So if already cooked, so we cannot say orano bijati in the right sense, but orano bijati. So rice is cooked. So at that time, rice means, rice grain, not cooked rice. But orana means a name of the cooked rice. So using the name of the result to call upon, the cause. So that is Parubhajara. So they are quite similar, but, so in different, how to say. So cause and effect and cause in this way, opposite. So here, why Saroji immediately saying this method, Anandarika or Nanandarika or Tanubachara or Karanubachara. So this is in conclusion of his his grammatical works. This is actually a kind of conclusion. So that is what he says here. So Ejewon in this way. So Amehi bind as Imasame Bakarani in this Saddanīti. So Hita Tabitaya Madikaya. So according to the content, so given below. So Anogamena in accordance with the content given below. So that do your roots and the Dan Rubani. So the grammatical forms related to those roots and the Salekano. So grammatical rules. And also Sandina Madi Bedo. Sandina Adi Bedo. Sandi Namadi Bedo, Sandi chapter, Nama chapter, so various chapter. And Chadona Badana Vibadi. So analysis of the 4 kinds of words. So Chidubra Vivaga. And then so Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha mother and so on. So these are included in his content. So that Saddanīti has 3 volumes. We know that actually, so even though 3 volumes, that is one book, just one book, a single book. So the first one is, Bharat Mala. So at the beginning of the Bharat Mala, so here, Gandharamba Katha introduction. So at the end of that introduction, Sayadaw, provided his content for those 3 volumes here. So Vinyamana Maya Saddanīti. So Ganandu Sadhugan. Okay, that is so Saddanīti arranged by me. So may the students learn well. May students learn well. After that, so Dadu. So Dadu hi Nepana Rubani. So Dadu is actually Dadu for roots, and Dadu hi Nepana Rubani. So those grammatical form in accordance with those roots, and the Salekano, so grammatical explanation of grammatical rules together with the grammatical rules. And also, so Sandi Namadi Bedo, Sandi chapter, Nama chapter, and so on. And the Padana Vibadija Pāļi Nayadayo Jiwa Ita, so Nana Bagara Do. Okay, this is a brief content. So Dadu hi Nepana Rubani and the Salekano. That is content for the Bharat Mala and the Dadu Mala. And then Sandi Namadi Bedo. That is Sandi chapter, Nama chapter up to the Gita chapter 7 chapter. After that, Badanandu Vibhati. That is Chadubra Vivaga. And the last one now we are learning is Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha. Okay, these altogether 28 chapter. So,
So Sayadaw.
mm,
So that means the volume 1 is the Bada Mana and the Dadu Mana, right? And volume 2 is only Suda Mana.
No. Bharat Mala is volume 1. Dadu Mala is volume 2. In this way, maybe actually, so Sayadaw, in the Sayadaw writings, we cannot see the sign of the volume 1 or volume 2 or something continuously. So in the Bharat Mala, so here you see, so in the Bharat Mala here, from the Savi Karana Kayada Vibhaga, so up to the so Atatika Vibhaga, 14th chapter in the Bharat Mala, and also in the Dadu Mala, in the Dhatu Mala, actually here many one, not so clear for us based on in this book. Actually, in the Dhatu Mala, only 5 chapter, 5 chapter or 6 chapter. 5 chapter, right? 5 chapter. So that is why here, and the end of. So starting one is here, Sagarana Vibhaga. But at the end of that book, if we go back to the at the end of that book here, you see, Ida, Idi Nawangi, you see here, Kosan Lataya Gadi, Saddanīti Bakarani, Sarawaka Bakarano Nama, Dadu Vibago, Bana Rasamo, Bana Rasamo Brichido. Oh, sorry. Bana Rasamo. Oh, sorry. So here, a contact is here. So Banara Sama, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 chapter here. 5 division in the Dhatu Mala. Sarawaka and the Buwadi and the Rudadi, Juradi and the Sabakana Winechaya. So at the end of that 19th chapter, so we can see that conclusion. So Kosalataya Saha Rubadi Ruba Vivaga Naya Dadu Vivago Natita. So Ekuna Wisadi more Brechito. 19th chapter. 19th chapter. Okay. What do you want to say?
Yeah, because when I wrote the synopsis, I used the Harry Smith's book. They mentioned my the Sudamana is worm 3. So I wrote worm 3. So but Sayadaw Banda said, no, it's not worm 3, it should be worm 2.
Yeah, actually, so instead of saying volume 1, volume 2, so actually we say Saddanīti Sodamala or Saddanīti Dhatu Mala or Saddanīti Bhadat Mala. That is very, very clear to us to understand. Instead of saying volume 1, 2, 3. So we never see such a term in the original Sarojji's works.
I see. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
So, and here 19th chapter, after that, so in the Saddanīti Bakarana Sutta Mala, so 9th chapter, 9 divisions, so Sandi, Nama, Karaka, Samasa, and Dadita, Akhyata, Kita, 7. After that, Chadubara Vivaga, 8, and the last one, Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha, 9. So 19 plus 9, altogether 28 chapter. So that is at the end of this, Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha. So you see, Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha Nama Atta Visati Mo Parichedo. So 28 chapter, 28 division. So after knowing that, here Sarojji says, H1 Amehi Imasame Bakarani Hita Tabitaya Madikaya Anukamena in accordance with the content so provided below by myself in this book. So Dhatu Yocha and the Dan Rubani, so that means Nipana Rubani. So to be consistent with his content, that is why I need to show you the brief content at the very beginning of the Bhadat Mala. So Dan Rubani and the Salekano. Okay, this referring to the actually Dhatu Mala and Bhadat Mala and Dhatu Mala. And then Sandi Namadi Bedoja. That is Sandi chapter Dudikita chapter 7. And the Chadona Badana Vibadi, that is Chadubara Vibaga. and the Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha. So and andara. So in the how to say andara. So between them, among them. So whenever it is necessary. So what did he? So atta sadaka vajana dihi. So andara. How to say? How to translate andara? Oh, okay. So andara means so andara means primary meaning of the inside or in between. Okay, in between. But here double. Is there any usage bit? So andarina. Yeah, right in between. Similar one. Andara. From time to time. Andara. From time to time. Or occasionally. Okay, so occasionally is better. Occasionally. So occasionally. Vodihi atta sadaka vajana dihi. With the atta sadaka. So example in the vajana. Speech for the example. Atta vajaka. Atta sadaka vajana. So in Nisaya, Aneko easy that the Pāḷi European, Vajana me here Pāḷi wa. So actually example which supports that intended sense. Atta sadaka Vajana. Vajana here referring to Buddha Vajana. Atta sadaka Vajana dihi. The teaching the example from the Dipitaka, which is support for the statement, the meaning. So said occasionally. So mandate the war have been celebrated. So bakasita are shown. So here subject is ammehi. Ammehi bakasita shown by or explored by me, by us. Explored by me. And also, by the way, related to this, here, so Saddanīti theology is only a single person, but here Bhagavata and also here Ammehi, so plural sense, by us. What do you think? Why in this way?
So Sarah, I think this is very common because sometimes when we see we never use a singular, always use a plural. When I go somewhere, we never say I go, but we do something or something. In his book, I saw many times. He never used I, but he used we.
Right.
And
That one is.
heard, yeah, I heard one thing is something like that can reduce our atta.
Sorry.
It can reduce our atta when we use we. Like when say my university, I never say my university, our university.
Actually, so that university, in that university, not only you, many. That is to represent all our students, we use our. But this Saddanīti book is only his book, only his work. But Sarah used Mehi.
And I heard one Sayadaw said when we use a plural form instead of like I or something, that can reduce our atta. Yeah, I heard like that. Like something like we in Myanmar we have the usage when you talk with someone, if you talk with Dagama Dagaji, you never say I, my, you will see Uzan, right?
So now is it possible to search so in your application or in your book? So the select kinda wega abinawa diga.
Yes, Sarah.
Select kinda wega abinawa diga.
Yeah.
Page
Which
number
word?
volume 2.
Okay.
So
Page
page number 219.
219. Okay.
So in the middle, you see, so Adanija Garusu Garusuja Bhuwajana Ichandi Sada we do. Can you
Yes.
find that phrase?
Yes.
Yeah, that is remarked by that Liga Siaro. Most of grammarians, they want to use the plural form to refer to themselves or to refer to respective person, not because of plural sense. Just as a sign of respect to the teacher or to refer to themselves, even though a singular meaning, but they use plural one. Mr. Ryan, can you find it? Or he is busy or something?
No, Sayadaw, yes, I that the usually use form as a formal way, and then is Punya said this can reduce our ego. And then also I heard that for some Sayadaws, they consider that we when they say that they refers for a group of, and also inside this group of khandas, this five khanda, we have all the animals in there as well. A lot of
so actually,
worms and so on. There are a lot of beings in here. So
so that is here reference. I want to show you that. Okay, Mabonya, you can share it in the Bible group that a screenshot or something.
Yes, Sarah.
So here now available to search that one. So, but actually, even though Diga Siaro say in this way, even in the Pali Canon also, as a sign of respect. So, for example, in conversation between senior and junior, so whenever junior referring to the senior one, instead of saying don't, don't me in this way, as a sign of respect, gurusu. And also sometimes instead of using directly, don't me or something, sometimes as a that person, ayasamando, that person subject, singular, that person subject, and also plural also sometimes. Instead of saying ayasamando. in this way. As a sign of respect, plural is used. Not because of sense, not because of plural sense, as a sign of respect. Okay, that point. So I want to share with you. Okay, so here also amehi. Okay. So now altogether 28 chapter in the Saddanīti, or 28 division in the Saddanīti. So Bakasita, so explored by the Saddanīti theology, and then so Yaja Bana Amehi Yatasadi. So Ya Niti Yotabita. You see? Yaja Bana Amehi Yatasadi Yatabala Niti Yotabita. So whatever niti, whatever aphorism, maybe some are related to grammatical, some are not. So now in this Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha, many need is we already learned. Many need is provided by this theology we already learned. So referring to those needy. So those needy are not related to his content. Directly not related. So that is why theology said that Anandriya or the Nanandrika method. So those needy also cannot be divided for those grammatical word or the Buddhist teaching. So the purpose of writing that grammatical work is to explore and thoroughly understand the teachings of the Buddha. So at the rate to thoroughly understand the teachings of the Buddha, so those needy are also partly important, partially important. So that is why they are related. So they are inseparable. So according to that Nanandrika method, so he explained those needy. So that point, Sayadaw want us to understand. So that is here. Yaja bana amehi yathasati yathabalan nidiyo tabita. So whatever needy given by me, given by us, yathasati yathabalan, as much as I can or as much as possible. Yathasati yathabalan. So sabani etani. Sabani etani. Sabani etani. Bhagavato sasanasa. So jira tidatan. So Sada Sambanehi Kula Bodhehi Priya Buni Dabani Dari Dabani. So in the previous line here, Ya Niti Yo Tabita, feminine gender. But in the next line, so Sabani Itani Priya Buni Dabani Dari Dabani. So what do you think? Sabani Itani. Here neuter gender. But Niti is feminine gender.
So, it is not like Linga with Vanessa.
No. No. So, okay. At the end of this chapter, what happened? Saddanīti, Idino Sataki, Pidakadaye, Jabata Kadisu, Wenyunan, Kosan Kadi, Saddanīti Bakane, Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha nama Atavisti mo Brichido. So in next year also, Edani Sabani, two alone no go, so everything, so all of them. So actually here Seroji want to say Wajanani. So grammatical works, Wajanani. So actually if so in the in relative clause, Yajabana niti yo. This one is only focusing on the niti. Niti is feminine gender. That is here feminine gender. But so Savani Edani is referring to the not only niti, but also here Dadu yo, then Rubani and the Salekano and the Sandi Namadi Bedo and the Chadona Barana Wibadi and the Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha and so on. So all of the 28th chapter. So and then so Brichidani, Sabani Edani, Brichida. So section. Brichida is what gender?
Should be
Wajanani,
masculine gender.
Brichido. Yeah.
Paricheto, yes.
Maybe here Sarah you want to say Wajanani to refers to all one. Here Daduyo is feminine gender, but then Rubani is neuter gender, and the Sandi Namadi Bedo is masculine gender. So Chadona Barana Vibati, that is a feminine gender. Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha, Pāḷinayādi, Adi, that one also masculine gender, like the Muni. So three gender are mixed in here. That is why to refers to those one instead of using so the other term Wajanani. So Sabani Edani Wajanani, all of those grammatical works. So so Bhagavado Sasana Sa Jidatidatan. So for the purpose of long existence of the Buddha's teaching. So Sada Sambanehi Kula Bodhi. So good people who are pious, who are endowed with the faith. So Briya Bunita Bani, all of these should be learned, should be explored. Darida Bani should be remembered or should be bared, bear born, should be born or something. Okay, that is the last work of the theology. So now, I hope you understand. So why theology said the Anandarika? Okay, so not focusing on the Nanandarika or Anandarika, actually they are the same, just time is different. So the grammatical works and those method in the last chapter, theology said, cannot be separated, inseparable, even though not included in the content. Okay, so and next one is actually a kind of conclusion. So Yedira Saddanīti Bakarana Basuta Nijakalam Baweyo Saddanīti Bakarana Basuta Nijakalam Baweyo. So Yedira, whoever was one. So Saddanīti Bakarana Basuta Baweyo. So should land Basuta. 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 Doing, pursuing, doing 101 things, intent upon, attached to. So actually here learning.
Engaged in.
Yeah, engage in or doing something, doing learning. So all the time nature gala. So ye dira actually Saddanīti Bakarana should be one word. Saddanīti Bakarana Basuta nature gala baweyo all the time. So whoever wise ones, so should learn would learn that Saddanīti Bakarana. Those wise ones. So Sari, Pāḷi Dhamme, Nipuna Naya Sube, Atta Sadan, Labeyo. So when someone learned in this way, they did those wise ones. Nipuna Naya Sube. Nipuna Naya Sube. Okay. So one comma here, many commas there. So Nipuna Naya Sube. Suba means beautiful. Nipuna Naya in. So set, how to say? Set a profound method. Profound method. So beautiful with the profound methods. Nipuna Naya Sube. So referring to the Pāḷi Dhamme in the teachings of the Buddha. So Sari also referring to the Pāḷi Dhamme. So the essence of teachings of the Buddha. So Attasaran Labeyo would receive the sense of meaning. Attasaran, the sense of meaning. So that means to receive the sense of the Buddha's teaching, which is full of the profound methods. So those ones should learn this Saddanīti. And those people, those wise ones, so Ladda Natta Saram. Ladda Natta Saram. So Sugada Mata Ware. Sobadete Sukhanam. It can be Siha Wokti. Siha Wokti. Barama Maui Detan. Siha Nadan Nadeyo. With the like a lion. So he can the Ladda Natta Saran Sugada Mata Ware Sobadete Sukhana. So in that sentence, so Ladana. So in this way, should be Ladana, gerund form. Ladana, having received the sense of the essence of the meaning of the Buddhist teaching, Attasaram, Ladana Attasaram, Sugada Wari, Sugada Mada Wari, Subadete, Dedida Sukhana. Oh, sorry. So here, Sukhana Subadete or Subadete Sukhana, Sugada Mada Wari. So Attasaram. So having attained or having received the essence of the meaning in Sugada Mada Wari. Sugada Mada Wari. Sugada Mada Wari. Yazwapia Aluro Mien Nai. So actually located case, but in accordance with in accordance with the Buddha's intention, the Buddha's intended meaning, intention. Sugata mata wari. So subadate sukhanan. Logi logodra chanda ro I kaunzwa diya phido myaswa phaya yi aloro myat nai anet myat ko ya gong yue. So in which subadate, in which the Sukhanan, mundane and supramundane originate subadate, originates. So having received the sense, the essence of the meaning, Sugada mata wari aluromyat na. According to the the blessed one intention, the blessed one wish, in which mundane and supramundane happiness exists or originates. Subadate Sukhana.
So, Sayadaw.
Okay.
So the word Sugata Mataware. So we have to divide it. Sugata and Mataware. Sayadaw.
Aluro mian. Yeah, Sugada. Madaware. Yes.
So it's like
Madawara.
Sugatasa Mataware.
Madaware. Yeah, right.
And what is Mataware? Sayadaw.
Madaware means Wara Mati. Mata means idea. Wara means so nowhere. Excellent.
Mataware.
Mata or Mati. Idea or opinion, intention.
So that is the what is that? We say Sanuktarapana.
Na boba ya Udarabada. Which is an Udarabada.
Okay.
That is why in the previous chapter also we already learned Wara. Yeah. So Wara Sado Bichima Nibadi.
Yes. Okay.
Bawara Sado Boba Nibadi.
Yes.
Okay.
And it also said also in the previous sentence, the word Pāḷinayādisaṅgaha. How should we understand that word?
Pāḷi Dhammi. Okay. In Myanmar Nesia, Bariya Pāļi night. Bariya Pāļi night. So actually Pāļi here, instead of saying Pāļi, so Pāļi here series, in the series of the teachings of the Buddha.
Okay. So what kind of samasa?
Pāļi Dhammi. So what do you think?
Because we should think it as a series of the teachings of the Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
The Pāļi Dhamma. I don't know. I think maybe it's like a Kammadaraya Samasa.
Yeah, Kammadara series. That is also teachings of the Buddha. It's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Pāļi Jaso Dhammo Jadi Pāļi Dhammo and so on.
Yeah. And then also the word Sukhanang. That's the mundane and supramundane.
Right. So the Buddha's teaching leads to achieve mundane and supramundane happiness.
Sukhanang.
But actually, so here Subhadita is noun form. So that is a Sukhana Subhadita. So location of those happiness, origination of those mundane and supramundane happiness.
Oh, okay.
Exact. So literally should be translated.
I see. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay. And also it can be. Zhao Yuan Jin Mashi Gombe. So without, how to say, without fear, fearlessly. So who already is skillful at, or who already, learned this Saddanīti Makarana very well. So at that time, so he will not feel, frightened to explore the Buddhist teaching. So he can believe himself. He can believe in his ability to explore the teachings of the Buddha. In this way, Sayadaw want to say it can be. So fearlessly. So Siha Wodi. Siha Wodi also a kind of, Wodi is noun form of the Wuddati. Wuddati means heaven. So just becoming like a lion. So a lion also, wherever he goes, he never feel afraid. So he, believe himself. So every animal, so can be defeated by himself. That's why he believed himself. So the same way who already learned this Saddanīti, so he can believe himself. So Siha Woti. So Siha Wiya Woti. Siha Woti. So becoming like a lion. Becoming like a lion. So Brahma Mawidatam. Brahma Awidatam. Brahma Awidatam. Brahma novel Awidatam. So always Awidatam. Mature yundo sort of true, really authentic, or really true also. Awidatam. Vidata Avidata. Not right. Yeah.
That means truthful words.
Yeah, true. Avidata means true. Yeah, Avidata means true. So noble or excellent and true. And Siha Nadan Nadeyo. Siha Nadan like a lion roar. So he can roar like a lion roar. How to translate? So a kind of figure of speech. He can utterance like a lion roar. So he can believe himself like a lion, and also he can utter like a lion's roar as well, without fear, fearlessly. So okay. Today also I have the appointment with my supervisor to check my paper. So
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
stop here.
Right. Thank you, Sayadaw. Sadhu.
Okay.
Sadhu.
Thank you so much, Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.